The best part of senior year is probably getting to meet a whole bunch of new people because everybody wants to graduate, everybody has the same goals, and that brings a lot of people together.
My most memorable moment was winning state in tennis, getting a ring. It was good. I worked hard for it too.
Winning the state championship in basketball was my most memorable moment.
I can't say there's just one memorable moment in my high school career. We won state. I got to meet a lot of friends. Enjoyed school, and I met the love of my life.
Winning homecoming king.
Memorable moment? Oh, when everybody got maced.
Most memorable moment when I got caught tagging freshman year.
Prom, what's the best?
Winning the state championship.
Homecoming. Yeah. It was the first football game we ever played on the field. We lost, but it was cool though.
Inside Out Day when he actually had his drawers and on top of his pants. I thought that was hilarious.
I went to cities with Bryson.
Making the game-winning shot to keep us in the state tournament.
Most memorable moment, my senior night for wrestling.
All freshman year was memorable to me.
Probably my first day of high school, my freshman year.
All the drama at King's Springs, I think that was the best. You never forget it. And then get like, you don't think that you like, dang, I remember when this happened.
When I finally passed my proficiency.
Winning our first playoff game of my senior year.
When I tripped going up the stairs, I was talking about tripping down the stairs, and then I tripped while I was talking about tripping up the stairs.
Senior night in wrestling.
The most memorable moment in high school was when we was on the basketball bus going to Chaparral, and Cliff needed a haircut, and we cut his hair with scissors on the bus.
Putting that ring on my finger for the first time.
So I just remember sophomore year in Mr. Smith's leadership class. So he just got done yelling at us, like just screaming at us, and then he was so angry that he had to drink some water afterwards. So he just yells at us, and then he starts drinking water, and it just starts dripping down his face. And then Nerissa goes, "You got a hole in your lip?" So funny.
My most embarrassing moment, there's like a few. I embarrass myself on a daily basis.
Mine's when you go to shake somebody's hand, they don't see you. Like.
One time I was in track and I was running, and I started.
I just guessed.
And I started. That was nasty. But nobody knew though. I just told my business, huh?
Freshman year when I got hit with the bottle on my head. Pretty funny, yeah.
Every time I perform,
At lunch when Chris pulled my chair from underneath me and everybody got fall.
Last year at the assembly when I had to ride that little bike in the clown shoes and I had pie on my face.
Getting a D in driver's ed.
And it smashed the cake in my face at lunch.
Any instance with me throwing up and you were there, that's pretty embarrassing to me. Like in classrooms, stairs, sorry.
I was standing there, right? He was just standing on the wall. It was during a passing period. And I was just standing there in my short shoes skirt.
when I accidentally cut one loose in class, and I never said it was me, but I guess now everybody knows it was me.
Freshman year was this girl named Egypt, right? She looked really good, and I like ran away from her. Brought her over. That's the most embarrassing moment I ever had. So I was like, don't bring her over. They brought her over anyway. And I walked fast, but they said I was jogging. But I wasn't jogging, I was just walking fast. But that was like the most embarrassing moment probably.
Freshman year I was in Ms. Wilson's class, and I woke up from a nap, and I had a long drool coming from my knees down to the book.
I think it was like sophomore year. I thought somebody stole my phone, but it was just like people playing around on me. And like I ran around I was chasing somebody around the whole cafeteria looking for my phone. And it was like sitting on the table the whole time.
Oh, it was the first day of school. I was walking in, it was a teacher, I don't know what the teacher name is. But she like walked past me, and I bent down and tied my shoes, and she bumped into me and dropped all her papers and stuff. And she was like, I'm gonna take you to the dean's office. And I was like, for for what? And she was like, what's your name? And I just kept on walking. So, and there was a bunch of students right there, so they just laughed.
My most embarrassing moment, I have to say, was last year when I was in a track meet and I was running. And it was a very intense race. We were neck to neck, bam, bam, bam. And right we were turning, I tripped and fell and rolled. I thought I died.
Okay, my most embarrassing moment ever was this year, and it was at the beginning of the year. And so, me and Alyssa Morazzo.
My most embarrassing moment of all of high school was probably this year. Beginning of the year, me and Alex decided that I need to go to the bathroom. And we hate using the bathrooms that are downstairs by the 2 and 300 halls because there's always something missing, either toilet paper or soap or paper towels or something.
And I was telling her that I always just go to the teacher's lounge. I just always slip in and just slip right out. And we go into the women's restroom, and somebody's in there, so we freak out and we just get out. And so we're in the teacher's lounge again.
Like, just so that we're not in the teacher's lounge in case somebody comes in, I just dash into the men's restroom and I'm like, okay, it's clear.
We go into the larger stall, and I go in with her because I'm kind of scared or whatever that we're in the men's restroom in the teacher's lounge. So she goes to the bathroom, and I'm just in the corner like looking away. And then as she's going to the bathroom, a teacher walks in. A male teacher walks to the urinal.
And he starts to urinate, and we're like, oh my gosh, like somebody's in here peeing, and we're in the bathroom. Totally, we were just sitting ducks in there.
We wait forever because we don't want to leave when he's peeing.
After he's finished with his business, he's just standing there and we're like, he knows we're in here, he knows. So we're just trying to be quiet, and he's like, hey, there's girls in here, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're found.
And we get out, we find out it's the police officer, Officer Hussein, and it was so terrible. Like, he was just yelling at us the whole time, and we had to go to the dean and everything. And it was hilarious to me. Like, the story is really bad, but I felt bad for him, but it's hilarious.
While we were in the moment, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. It's so embarrassing.
My favorite teacher was Dr. P. He's my math teacher, and he's just a really cool guy. He knows many aspects of life that is very important for not just myself, but I believe other people feel the same way too. He taught me a lot on how life works and what we should do when we're facing troubles, and to never give up. And he's just a really good man, and I'm gonna miss him.
My favorite teacher had to be Miss Ballmer because she's a good mentor and she helps me out a lot.
I enjoy student council because Ms. Falcons is like the best teacher and she gets along with everyone.
Coach Cool.
Well, I'm gonna miss Miss Falcons and ROTC. I'm gonna miss the instructors, and I'm really gonna miss Miss Schuse and Miss Wilson.
Miss Fletcher, Mr. Grillo, and who else? Oh, and Mr. Bean.
Miss Wilson, because she's just a cool teacher, and she's so understanding, and she's just so laid back.
Mr. Sank.
Miss Fletcher. She was a good teacher, and then she really knew how to relate to her students.
Miss Wilson, she's like really awesome, and she understands you.
I would say Dr. Grillo because I actually feel like I learned something.
Miss Wilson's class, that class is fun.
Dr. Grillo, I love him. I miss him completely, but see him at church.
Miss Wilson because she's just so chill.
Miss Baker's class.
Miss Wilson.
My favorite teacher would have to be Dr. Grillo.
Dr. P, he was like the best teacher here.
Juliana Fletcher, Dr. Grillo, Mr. Bean.
Miss Wilson.
Miss Falcons, because she's taught me the most.
Dr. Podgers, Dr. B, because he's real chill.
Probably my football coach, Coach Cooper.
Miss Harwell, we're very similar and she taught me a lot. And Dr. Grillo because he's very inspirational.
Miss Wilson.
All the band directors.
Dr. Grillo, he's one of the best teachers we have at school.
Favorite teacher, Mr. Lacombe, Miss Wilson, and Miss Baker. I had a crush on Miss Baker.
And the teacher I'll miss the most is Miss Falcons, since she's the Stuco advisor, and she's kind of like a second mom to me at school.
The biggest struggle throughout high school to me probably was time management, probably being able to manage sports and schoolwork.
The biggest struggle for me was actually finding motivation. A lot of the times I just felt like, what's the point? Do I really have to do this? And what am I actually going to get from this? Because most of the time we were just repeating.
My biggest struggle was math. Math is hard.
I know we're classified
as procrastinators, but it's hard to just get things turned in and have the motivation to do everything.
Passing that science proficiency.
Freshman year, I slacked off a little bit. Got some bad grades. Could have did better.
The biggest struggle was probably actually getting through the year.
Turning in my work on time, because I procrastinate like no other.
Paying attention to class.
Being on time and coming to school.
The biggest struggle? Probably not talking back to the teachers.
What I'm looking forward to the most is walking up those stairs. A lot of people think that graduation's the end, but to me I see it as a new beginning.
Just getting out of here, basically.
Getting a diploma.
Not waking up so early for school, well, going to college, and meeting new people.
I'm just excited to get out of school.
New chicks, meeting new people, and growing up, maturing.
Starting a new chapter in my life, growing up, being on my own, just can't wait to just get out of here.
Once it's over, I can actually get some sleep.
Start my new career. Getting on stage and doing this in the camera so everybody got to hook themselves. Like everybody on the right, the person on your left. I'm doing that in the camera. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Starting life. Starting life.
The advice I have for underclassmen is to never give up, never slack off.
Make sure that what you're doing is something that is going to benefit you in the future.
I'll tell the underclassmen not to take anything for granted in their high school career because the stuff goes by fast.
Don't wait last minute. Just stay focused.
My advice to the underclassmen would be to pass their classes because it's really hard to take them over again.
Come to school.
Make your deadlines.
Don't burn your bridges because you never know who you may need in the end.
Not to procrastinate. Choose your friends wisely.
If you even slack off once, it's going to come back and get you.
Study. Work hard. Do all your work, turn it in on time.
Stay on task, stop procrastinating.
Actually do your work, don't wait till the last minute.
Get in college early, get on it tough.
If I could describe my senior year in one word, it would be
Interesting.
Amazing.
Hopping.
Tiring.
Successful.
Weird.
Amusing. It's stressful.
Phenomenal.
Exhilarating.
Souped. Memorable.
Classical.
Irreplaceable.
Hectic.
Crazy.
Boring.
Live.
Fly.
Different.
Golden.
Social gatherings.
Stressful. Profound.
Long. Fast. Bittersweet.
Wild.
Memorable.
Unpredictable.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Busy.
Fun.
Boring.
Messy.
Spontaneous.
Epic.
Fun. Productive.
Wow. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
All right.
Fun. Dramatic.
Unexpected.
Spontaneous.
Jumping.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Unexpected.
Awesome.
complicated.
Difficult.
Sick. Extravagant.
Senioritis.
Amazing.
Unforgettable.
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 That's something I'll never forget.
It was just unforgettable.
Well, high school was, start all over, I got nervous.
Unforgettable. It's really unforgettable. That's all I can say about my high school career. It's really unforgettable.
But I already said that, so.
Aaron, I love you. And my brother, I love you too. I don't ever tell him that at school, but I love my brother. Yeah, I love him too. I love him.
If I could describe my senior year in 2 words, it would be social gatherings. Social gatherings.
No, me.